B1t has recently won the Rookie of the Year Awards 2021. He has also shown an incredible ability and willingness to learn, being in the main Navi lineup, posting a 1.18 HLTV rating in the last month alone. B1t has also recently hit the average headshot percentage of 69.1%. This has just overtaken Scream as the all-time highest headshot percentage ever. Even though B1t is a rookie, he has the incredible potential to be one of the greatest CSGO players we have ever seen. Today we'll be looking at B1t on Inferno, understanding his role within Navi on this map, and also the decisions he makes round to round. We will start off by looking at round 6 versus Team Liquid. B1t will be either the third B or A player in any situation. This way he's just moving around the map as best he can and helping where he can. He will start off by helping his teammates towards B with this deep banana smoke from standing on the right side of the bin, aiming as shown and jump throwing. After throwing this smoke, he will stay briefly ready to help out if Liquid contests for top banana before dropping his nade and Molotov and running back towards A. Whenever he goes back towards A after helping B early, he will either play towards site or pit. This will allow for him to play off electronic as best as they can and make bait and switch setups or crossfires. Here is a great example of one of the crossfires that Electronic and B1t set up. This will stop anyone crossing towards the site without being shot in either direction. Because of the angles that they are working with, having one player on the ninja box on site, then another player in big pit, all B1t has to really do from this position is stay alive, and as you can see, he is doing that perfectly. This way, he is not fully committing to any fights that are coming his way, allowing for Electronic to strike them from behind, shutting down Liquid's short push. Moving on to round 8 here, while Navi will have a force buy, and B1t will start the round by going towards B as that third player once again. However, this time he'll be throwing a different kind of smoke by getting in this corner, aiming as shown, and left click throwing. That will land towards car this time, allowing for his team to peek and putting out the Molotov in this position. Quickly after this, he will then throw flashes for his teammates on banana, blinding any T's that are pushing this position. Even though Boomage went down while looking for this space for his team, he also got the information that Liquid would not contest in this area of the map. This will allow B1t to rotate off towards A because they do not need him on B. Because of B1t in this situation only having a pistol and also having two players on short that both have rifles, he is placing himself in a position allowing for him to take the first contact and bait for his two teammates with the rifles. Most people in this situation would not get much going because of the lack of a rifle. However, B1t being B1t, he picks up two 1Ds very easily on middle while shutting down this push. Navi have now isolated all of Team Liquid within pit, allowing for B1t to grab a weapon and help his teammate clean up and close out the round. Here we see how Perfecto and B1t have set up with a double on site hold. However, we don't get to see it in use this round as Liquid half commit to A and then will quickly go back to B. This setup is making it very difficult for anyone who wants to push the site without being shot from different directions because of their position. You can try this out yourself with a pre-made if you have one, or even a random teammate. You can tell them to go in one of these positions and you can see how it works for yourself. Here we'll see B1t go towards B once again at the start of the round. However, this time, as you can see, he doesn't use one of the two smokes we have already seen in this video. Instead, this time he is going to top banana with Boomage, throwing a deep smoke and being in this position to make sure if Liquid go for any fast plays in this area, he is already here ready for it. After establishing top banana control, he will then move back towards A once again to help out the rest of his team. He will then stay towards site while Electronic is watching his apartments. Because Liquid threw a Molotov towards short, this gives the sign to B1t that they are starting to take top mid control. While Simple is on long, he can confirm that no one has actually crossed in this position, but there is only one top mid. This is why here B1t catches a bit of a timing, allowing for him to get underneath porch and tuck in. From this position, he is able to catch off Nafly before being traded by Stewie. So now we are going to move on to the Navi vs Gambit game, where B1t finished off the game going 17-6 while having a 1.48 HLTV rating. You will notice straight away from the start that B1t will be playing very differently compared to how he was versus Liquid. This is due to the knowledge they have of how either team plays. We will first take a look at the second round as Navi won the pistol round, putting Gambit into a force buy. B1t will be going towards boiler early, throwing this nice little grenade through the window into second mid, catching anyone in this position, quickly falling back towards short to make sure he doesn't get caught off by any fast T plays. Bit will then post up, watching a very tight angle onto Boiler before being flashed off the angle and just spraying for his life here while doing a little bit of damage onto Electronic. I'm sure he wasn't very happy about that. And as Navi has now lost their long player, they do not want to be put into a position where they're caught in the middle of a sandwich. This is why Electronic and Bit both go towards long, making sure they can trade each other if needed. While all of this is happening, a big flank from Navi is already starting to take place, and Gambit is just shut down as a whole, leaving Perfecto and Bit to clean up the last kill in a 2v1. Here on round 6 versus Gambit, we will see Bit going to the same position in Boiler again. However, this is much later on in the game because both teams almost have a complete full buy in this situation. When Bit gets to Boiler this time, he will throw a Molotov, bouncing in bedroom, stopping any Ts that may jump up. Due to him being Molotoved off, he cannot hold the angle. He will then throw a grenade following this, trying to catch anyone who is just jumping after his Molotov is fading, quickly falling back towards the site, being the player responsible for the long or arch wrap. Bit will play a nice little off angle for a brief second before going back towards the long corner, just jiggle peeking towards apps and long while Electronic is on site. Because of the fight happening over on Banana, Bit knows that Gambit are losing this fight and they'll most likely try come back towards A, trying to beat the rotate from B. This is why Electronic and Bit both react with smokes. However, Bit doesn't get to see any action in this round. Going on to round 9 now, Bit will start the round doing the same with Boiler play as he did just in round 6 before going towards Porch and tucking in. Bit and Perfecto will then set up this crossfire ready to deal with any Ts that are contesting this area of the map. As Perfecto has a smoke in this situation, he is able to smoke off middle to help out Bit after he gets smoked off himself. Because of the place that Bit is in, he is quite vulnerable to any Ts that may take this area and he doesn't feel comfortable at all being left here alone. He will then slowly move back towards the site, being very aware of any of the angles he must check whilst going back. Bit and Electronic will once again set up this incredibly strong crossfire from Big Pit and Ninja Box, making it very challenging for the T's to take this space. Thank you guys so much for watching. It's been Glaze and I'll speak to you very, very soon.